The company of Thorin Oakenshield are the first to enter the mountain after the death of the dragon Smaug. They search obsessively for the Arkenstone with which Thorin will declare himself king under the mountain. The survivors of Lake Town and elves from Mirkwood have valid claims on portions of the treasure, but in the presence of the dragon's horde, a sickness has come over Thorin and he refuses to part with even a single coin. What Thorin doesn't know is that Bilbo has found the Arkenstone and delivered it to Bard and Thranduil, hoping it will be a bargaining tool for peace. It's not so, and when Thorin's cousin Dain arrives with an army of dwarves at his back, the Elves and Men have no choice but to fight them. It doesn't last long though, as marching through huge tunnels to the mountain is the army of Azog. He's an evil orc with a history with Thorin. He unveils his banners from their perch on Ravenhill, ordering his legions to march on the mountain while the Free Peoples are weak. The elves, men and dwarves must fight side by side to resist the orc threat. Thorin, though, is only concerned with his vast sums of gold and does not join the fighting. So we've got 98 Gundabad warriors with 7 captains, 4 Gundabad trolls. There's a couple of ogres coming on at the back with the troll brute. We've obviously got the white wag, we want to know what happens to him. There's some hunter orcs climbing up the cliffs on this side and then all the way down to the icy river. There's a few more hunter orcs and fell wags here. But what are they up against? We've got 30 Iron Hills, a mix of mattocks, crossbows and spears with Dain. We've got 24 Mirkwood elves with Thranduil. And we've got the Lake Town contingent that are going to be making a break for Dale. Obviously arriving a little later, we've got Thorin's company. And then we have to include the chariot. I'm looking forward to seeing what that does to 98 Gundabad. But that's not the only thing that's arriving, because as you probably noticed in the shot, we've got Bolg's army arriving, and behind it, we've got 12 eagles, Radagast on an eagle, and Grahir with Beorn. We've got 24 goblin mercenaries, no more than 100, no problem for Dorlan. And then Azog and his signal tower.
I'll be controlling the forces of evil, and Aaron, Louis and Leon will be trying to guide the Free Peoples to victory. The battle is played between the gateway to the Lonely Mountain and the city of Dale. Dain has arrived from the east, and Azog commands his armies from the west with his mighty signal tower mounted upon Ravenhill. The central battlefield is largely open, but that's where the battle will be won or lost. There'll be 2 victory points for whoever controls the main battlefield at the end of the game. On the forces of good are Dain Ironfoot, 12 Iron Hills warriors with mattocks, 18 with spears, 6 with crossbows and a banner bearer. A chariot and 6 goat riders are awaiting Dain's command and will enter the battle from turn 2. The dwarves are hardy with a defense value of 8 while their shields are locked together and a strength of 4. Dain is a fierce fighter with an equally high defense of 8, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate, and a hammer that he wields with ease from atop his warbow that grants him +1 to wound from his already high starting strength value of 5. And all Iron Hills dwarves within 12 inches of him are fearless, so they won't have any trouble charging the likes of trolls and ogres. Alongside the dwarves are the Elves of Mirkwood led by Thranduil, who is wielding an extra sword, wearing heavy armour and mounted upon his elk. Thranduil is every bit up to matching his dwarven counterpart whilst mounted on his elk. Some people will tell you he's better on foot, whirling his blades about him to increase his attacks, but the elk provides him with strength 5 on the charge and a vital knockdown bonus, plus a little mobility and protection from shooting. He has 8 Mirkwood elves with shields, 8 with glaives and 8 with elven bows at his disposal. There's a victory point for the forces of good for each of Dain and Thranduil that is alive and unharmed at the end of the battle. There's 1 for each that's slain for the forces of evil, and at the end of the battle, if they're wounded, no one scores any points for them. Trapped in the middle of the conflict are Bilbo, who carries the One Ring, Gandalf, who wields Radagast's unruly Staff of Power, and Bard, the hero of Lake Town, alongside 12 survivors of Lake Town. As a hero of Lake Town, Bard grants +1 fight value to the survivors of Lake Town within 6 inches of him. That will allow them to tie the fight value of basic Gundabad orcs. He doesn't have his great bow in this scenario, and he's desperate to get back to protect his kids in Dale. So if Bard leaves the south board edge, the forces of good will receive 1 victory point. If not, the evil player will get 1 victory point. Bilbo is caught in the thick of the action, He doesn't want to be, but he might have to be. He carries the One Ring, and using it to turn invisible will halve the fight value of any model he's in combat with. He's going to be particularly useful against any big targets like trolls, but it's high risk, high reward. If Bilbo dies, the best result the good players can achieve is a draw. Gandalf is doing what he can to help the Free Peoples, but he wields Radagast's staff. He can immobilize and blast enemies like normal, but after any spell is cast, he must roll a dice. On the score of a 1 or a 2, the spell does not happen. Gandalf is also the last of our trustworthy characters, and so the good player must secretly decide who, from Bilbo, Bard, Gandalf and Thranduil, is in possession of the Arkenstone. If they're slain, it's treated like a light object, and whoever is carrying it at the end of the game will get 1 victory point.
Thorin is currently only interested in his treasure. He and the rest of his company, the Champions of Erebor, will join the fighting, but will it be too late? That's up to Aaron. There's going to be some incentives to keep Thorin off the board, but if he keeps him off the board for too long, the Elves and Dwarves will lose the main battlefield. The following effects do stack.
If he chooses to arrive on turn 1 or 2, all members of the company will add Heroic March to their profile. Turn 3 will grant Dane Master of Battle 4+, and Elves within 3 inches of Thranduil will receive +1 to wound. Turn 4 and all Dwarves gain the Dubakar special rule, which means they'll treat Thorin as a 6-inch banner. And finally, if he can hold his nerve all the way to turn 5, Thorin will add the Mighty Hero special rule to his profile, which will give him a free point of might to spend every turn. That's in addition to the free heroic combat he already receives. Also arriving late for the forces of good are Legolas and Tariel, and even later, Gwahir, Radagast, Beorn and 12 Eagles. That's just over 4,800 points for the Free Peoples. It's easily the biggest army I've ever seen assembled on the tabletop. Let's see what they're up against. On the front line are 4 Gundabad captains, 48 Gundabad warriors and 4 Gundabad trolls. Most are converted and we'll check them out in the conversion corner later. Just behind them and approaching fast are 2 more Gundabad captains, 30 more Gundabad warriors, a troll brute that can squish models in the move phase, 2 ogres, 12 hunter orcs with 2 strength 4 attacks each, and a bunch of fell wags led by the white wag, who will be playing as a wild wag chieftain. That's more than 100 models, including 7 monsters and 7 heroes, just on the main battlefield. 1 Gundabad troll is a rare sight. We've got 4 here, and they're insanely good. They have 3 attacks and 4 wounds each, with a defense value of 8 and a fight value of 7. Only Thranduil on the forces of good can match that. The ones with the scythes receive +1 to wound, whilst the club wielders deal D3 wounds with each hit instead of just 1. They're going to be a top priority for Aaron, Louis and Leon. That's not all though. Azog watches on from Ravenhill. If the Free Peoples can kill him, they'll get 2 victory points, and if I can kill Thorin, I'll get 2 victory points. They'll also get 2 victory points for disabling his signal tower. It's hugely powerful anyway, but in a game of this size, its bonuses are monstrous. It has 4 powers. All Gundabad models on the board count as in range of a banner. All Gundabad models that suffer a wound may roll a dice. On a 6+, they don't lose that wound, and this power changes the Berserker's 6+ save to a 5+ save. All Gundabad heroes can declare free heroic marches, and all friendly models receive +1 to their courage value. That's not just Gundabad models. Additionally, all enemy models receive -1 to their courage value.
But how on Middle-earth is that going to get disabled? Well, just like the movies, we're going to give Thorin some magic goat transportation. He can spend a point of might in his move phase to take himself and any champions of Erebor within 6 inches off the board. They can then move onto the board on their following move phase anywhere on Ravenhill, out of line of sight of an evil model, and they can't charge on the turn they enter play.
Waiting for them though will be 2 Goblin mercenary captains and 24 Goblin mercenaries who can arrive anywhere on Ravenhill anytime after Thorin is in play. And that's not all. On turn 6, Bolg will arrive from Gundabad with his army of ogres, berserkers, orcs and warbats. It's roughly 3,500 points worth of evil models. It's less than the forces of good have, but more than half of their army is made up of eagles and Thorin's company, who are nowhere to be seen.
It's going to be epic. I really hope you enjoy it. We loved playing it. It was an awful lot of work though, converting, painting, filming, editing. Please show your support for these mega battles by clicking subscribe now. Well over half of our viewers are not subscribed. It really goes a long way and means an awful lot to us. And if you want to go further, the Patreon is also essential to making these mega battles. Yes, you get perks like dice, Discord server, little bits of exclusive content, but really you're just showing your support, and it's the Patreons that are bringing this content to you. So thank you, Patreons, and without further ado, let's go. It's the Battle of 5 Armies. We get the camera up above the battle. Don't drop anything. That's it.
After deployment, I have Azog and the signal tower in Ravenhill. The rest of my starting army is split between the front half and the back half of the south half of the board. My trolls are spread fairly evenly across the Gundabad battle line, whilst my hunter orcs and wags flank around the sides. They have Dane and Thranduil slightly to the east of the board and close to each other. Bard, Gandalf and Bilbo are grouped together slightly to the west, and as we've already said, Thorin is nowhere to be seen. On to priority for turn 1.
It's already a big roll, isn't it? Turn 1. 1. 2. Oh, that's not a great opening. Great. I am, turn 1, going to call a heroic move with my captain, because what I don't want is these Iron Hills falling back to the future.
The Iron Hills are not going to fall back. We're going to one-shot that troll.
I'm not going to even let you have the chance. So that captain's calling a heroic move.
We
We can
could.
let them have it and then counter-charge and wrap around.
Yeah.
So if they're hitting there, we can then...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think that's not a bad show.
And then my other thing I'm going to call is using my banner. I'm going to call a free heroic march with every captain at the back. Oh! The banner. So the banner, it gets you a 6+ save on all my models.
Yeah.
-1 courage to you, +1 courage to me.
Yeah.
Cancel the banner for everyone in the battlefield, and then I get a free heroic march with every one of my captains. With all my models.
One star, okay?
As much as one.
Okay.
I don't want Dane heroic combating into that guy. So I'm going to make it so that the troll can get across. So I'm going to tie up those two with him. And it's going to be Dane on troll, turn 1.
The rest of my warriors try to create a Thranduil-proof bubble to the troll. It's going to cost them a point of might to heroic combat through if they go for it. And until Thorin's company arrive, their might points are super valuable. They start their move by immobilizing the troll that isn't fighting Dane.
6. Goes up on a 6.
So on a 1 or a 2, Gandalf spells don't come off because he's using Radagast as staff.
Another
It does
6.
come off. And the troll can't resist that, so you have immobilized the troll.
Okay.
They move their dwarves to hold their flank against this rock, and Thranduil charged into a pair of Gundabads ready to heroic combat.
Could really do with bringing down a troll with some shooting. Might be a better result.
Defense 8, 4 wounds.
And say,
What kind of rolling do you think you're going to bring a troll down?
just be happy.
My heroic march means I easily flank around the side of the rock, and my models towards the back of the board can catch up to my front rank. And suddenly, it's already looking a little hopeless for the forces of good.
You got 6 crossbows here, which I guess you're going to go into them.
Be tempted to do the troll, yeah.
Oh, I was doing it with 1.
Change target.
We're gonna need a new dice sponsor.
We love you, Baron.
No, It's going to be a long game if we keep rolling like that.
It really is.
4 elven archers take aim at another troll, needing to hit and then wound on 6s by 4s.
2 hits.
6s by 4s.
Up.
There we go. Does not count. 3.
Another 4 elves take aim at the same troll.
All hits.
6s by 4s. Come on, Trolley.
1. Yes!
Wound 1 for the Baron.
The rest of their shoot phase sees a few misses from the lake town, and my hunter orc bows are out of range, so it's on to combat.
Any heroics from me first? No. Any heroics from you?
I think we should do one with Thranduil and Hero Strike with Dane and then murder that troll.
Yes.
So, yeah. Are we happy with that?
Yep.
There's a big occasion getting to you, Jake.
Dane's gonna roll a 1 for his strike, and I'm gonna hurl him off his board. What I won't be doing is killing Thranduil's elk. He can stay on that all game.
Thranduil easily kills the 2 orcs he's fighting, passing his terror check to charge the troll on a foreboding roll of a double 6.
He's and that's 2 kills for the elves.
Elsewhere, Bard charges down a captain but fails to kill it. My immobilized troll pushes back its attackers and 3 dwarves kill 3 orcs. But none of that matters because now it's Dane and Thranduil versus my Gundabad troll.
Do you want to do the big one? It's up to you.
Yep.
So this is the troll now
Dane's 5 value first.
on Dane and Thranduil.
Dane's fighting those is important.
Please roll a 1. This is huge. I caught it as well.
So now this
Now this is huge. It's gonna be bacon time in a minute.
Oh!
I've got a ban. Dane's got 6. Dane's got 6s. Yeah, good. All good and bad. Yeah. This needs to be a 6, or this troll could be going down. 6! Come on. So now it's a roll off. You won priority.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely, the Elven Blade. Right, that's the key with Jackson.
Because I played evil that much, I was like, oh no,
But honestly, you would have been so dead. So I'm defense 8, 5s, your 6s.
Yeah.
Nothing from me.
Ooh, do you want to point white or not?
I would have done the last one. The last wound, but not
No.
1.
I'll take that. 1 wound.
That was simultaneously really good luck and really bad luck, but ultimately, I'm happy to have come out of a combat with those 2 having only lost a wound. I follow up by killing my first dwarf, which is quickly followed by an orc dying.
6.
Oh, that is cocked.
Every dice is cocked on this terrain.
Every dice is cocked on this beautiful terrain.
Beautiful terrain. It's so rustically nice. It's so natural.
Going into turn 2, it's 2 kills for the elves and 5 for the dwarves. It would have been more, but the 6+ save and banner rerolls provided by the signal tower is making my troops a lot harder to kill than they should be, and that'll start stacking up more and more as the game goes on. I win priority for the turn and leave them debating heroic moves.
This is why when you're building a list, you need some expendable might.
Yeah.
You need a little might battery for a captain or something as cheap as you can, because I use Danes.
I counter with a captain as I still don't want them falling back, and it goes to a roll-off.
Wow, beautiful. That's what we needed.
I charge Dane with the troll and then move my orcs to try and keep that as a 1v1 if I can. And having now cancelled Dane's heroic move, I take my full move. The troll brute is only a couple of turns away from smashing into their lines, and my ogres are closing in from the back rank, all whilst Azog watches on. Bilbo slips the ring on and charges into a troll whose fight value will now be halved. Gandalf, though, fails to immobilise the troll that's facing off against Dane, and it's not looking too good for the Dwarf Lord. He'll likely have to spend his last point of might to heroic strike, but at least he's called for reinforcements. The chariot makes an immediate impact, killing 2 hunter orcs, and then the goat riders make the most of their mountain dweller special rule by climbing up onto the rocks to battle the remaining hunters, and we're allowing them to charge on the turn they enter play.
Yes.
As we pan over about 5,000 points of models, just a reminder that now would be a good time to hit subscribe, and let us know in the comments what our next mega battle should be. Helm's Deep, Pelennor Fields, the Black Gate, maybe the Siege of Eregion or the Fall of Khazad-dûm or something else entirely. Let us know what you'd like to see.
Yeah. At the moment I've killed 1.
Yeah.
So you're fine,
Yeah.
but like, this is your last turn of respite and then these are going to be in.
The chariot then starts the shoot phase to much excitement, but fails to land a kill.
No.
A few late town miss, and then the dwarf crossbows round out the shoot phase by showing it's a lot easier to hit your target when you're not riding on the back of a chariot, ploughing through the orc lines. They land a wound on the white wag and follow it up with a wound on an ogre.
Just taking the wound on the wild guard chief, who's now angry and is going to come through that gap and eat him.
It's only turn 2 and they call a heroic combat with Thranduil to go and help Dane, and then have to decide whether or not to spend his last might to heroic strike. It's a big call for them.
Bilbo striking.
That's his last point of might.
For Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's no more we can't use it for anything else because he could die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just whether you take it to the roll.
You could take the hit. I've got +1 to wound on strength 7, so I'm killing Dane on 4s.
He could fluff his dice and then you got Elven Blade roll off. We could
Alright,
just
why
save
don't we
them.
just see the meter then from that one?
Yeah. You could then murder Thranduil. If Thranduil's in, that's the trade-off. Isn't it?
But because then he wins the roll off. For the...
Yeah. I would gamble on the roll-off. I think you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fighting starts with Thranduil facing one Gundabad spearman.
Gundabad.
Oh.
You've rolled a 3! Okay. Oh, banner! Banner!
Boo.
Banner! Banner! Oh!
So we did that.
You need a 5. And then I pick the order now. We're going to save the trolls for last. We'll do the infantry. Aaron, you got some catching up to do on your kills.
Has Thorin got a kills list?
One dead.
An elf dies, and then a Gundabad ogre takes on 3 dwarf mattocks and an elf spearman.
3 plus a spear from him.
6. So it's a draw.
And there's an Elvish roller.
So it's 1 towards me. 1. Strength 6, defense 6, 4s.
Yep.
2 dead dwarves.
3 dead rolls.
3 dead dwarves.
Defense 6.
Oh. 1,
That roll off was quite big.
2, 3. That is absolutely beautiful.
This is very early into what could be a 14-hour day. Should I shield?
You shield them.
A dwarf makes another kill before one of my captains loses combat.
You need 6s.
I honestly can't remember what the picture looks like on these.
So the captain loses what is okay.
Another orc dies to a dwarf, and then a dwarf to an orc before Bard has a combat against the captain and a couple of warriors who have charged him.
So we've got Bard against the captain, a spearman, and 2 guys.
Yeah, and you charged,
Yeah. 5. What have you rolled?
That's 2.
Bard's a banner for himself.
Bard has to get off this board edge, as does Gandalf.
Don't justify killing this horse.
I'm gonna kill his horse. His horse is going down. So not the captain, needing 4s. Dead horse. Send it against Bard. That's a wound. And then the captain. 3 wounds on Bard and a dead horse. I should have just, if that all gone on Bard though, not the horse.
Yeah, that's why you don't kill the horses, you horrible man.
You've got some big fate rolls, hang on. Has Bard got the Arkenstone? How many fate? 1 passed. So you could just wait now with 1 wound, 2 fate. Okay.
There are no more deaths along the infantry line, but now it's the turn of the trolls, and then Thranduil and Dane against their troll to finish. The first is fighting 6 elves and 2 dwarves.
6.
3. I've got my banner. I've got my banner. 5. This troll's just lost combat. Leon, you're straight 6s. Louis, you're 6s and 4s, but there's a lot of dice going down.
2 wounds.
2 wounds!
He's already lost what? From the crossbow? Oh no.
No, he hasn't. That's
No,
over
that's
there.
that one.
So he's on 2, so you need 2 6s by 4s.
That's another one.
Damn, so
Down 1 wound. Okay, I'm good. That was the troll that should do okay. This is now the troll that has the lower fight value because of Bilbo. Okay, I'll set your target off. 6. Right, you need a 6.
Bilbo! No, it's just Bilbo.
Just Bilbo, isn't it? Okay. Dwarves need straight 6s.
And I'll go
You get to roll that
first.
twice. You need 4 wounds.
Oh.
All 5s. Look how many 5s there are. And then
again.
1 wound.
Right, so here's
Just the late
all
turn.
the late
6s by 4s. Nothing.
No.
And then Bilbo
One
needs
Bilbo.
6s by 4s because he's got Sting.
No, is that not? Yeah.
Strength 3. Nothing. So One wound.
On
I'm not happy I lost the combat,
22
but
dice.
22 dice.
That's got to kill one of these trolls.
So it's Dane and Thranduil versus a Gundabad troll.
5.
Thranduil. 5.
5. Okay, big 6 coming up. Ready?
6. We've got a banner. Dane's got a banner.
Leon tries his banner but has to spend Dane's last point of might to take it to a roll-off.
1 or a 2, I win the combat. There we go.
Massive.
But he's not trapped.
I've only got 3 wounds, but I'm not trapped. 6 are straight. Oh no, you're 5s because you plus 1 to wound.
5 today.
Do it together.
That troll is going down.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Remember put him in my pile.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah.
That's a big hole. That looks better.
Okay, we've got one more over here though.
Oh yeah.
It's 4 elves against the troll. 6.
6.
Right, and I've not got the plus 1 to wound, so it's not 2s, but it is 3s, and I'm just going to smash them all. 2 dead.
I lose priority for turn 3 and call heroic moves with a pair of captains, whilst they call one with Gandalf.
So it's a roll off. See who goes first, and you get the roll off.
Yes.
Okay, immobilizing the troll with Gandalf.
Good job, we did.
Yeah.
1 or a 2. Radagast staff lets them down.
We like that.
Should be alright.
Yeah.
Are we consensus in the room?
Gandalf moves closer to Dane, which allows him to charge through the gap left by the troll into one of my captains, but he's dangerously far into my lines now.
Okay. Stop delivering.
Bilbo successfully charges the troll he's against, but having to stay within 6 of Gandalf means they've had to curl their battle line back in on itself.
So the leg down and fallen back a little and formed up around Gandalf and called the heroic move. Dane's pushed out, and it's now my heroic move over here before they move over there, including Chariot.
Couple of kills for you really makes a difference, doesn't it? Like that was
Yeah.
so bleak now.
Yeah.
Are you almost tempted to wait with that pepper with the crossbow,
Yeah.
pepper in the back there, and then because if you go now, we're going to get counter-charged by trolls. If you let them kind of get to here, you're then just working your way through Gundabad at the back.
I take my heroic move and then they crack on with their goats and chariot.
So we're going off.
5+.
Yes. that was the most got dice ever.
Let's just rewind for a second there, because Aaron and Leon didn't even blink. Look at how this dice has just landed.
So we're going off.
5+.
Yes. that was the most got dice ever.
5+.
So look, so we land on the ogre.
Do it, roll as you go.
Okay,
Right,
yeah.
so
So,
what
you've
do I
got
need?
3, so you need 4s. So this is against the spearman.
Yes.
Spearman.
Oh, that'd be the troll almost.
Then on the next one.
Any of those.
No, you've not done it. You could use a point of might. You've got 2 might.
So right, yeah.
Okay.
Point of might.
Use the point of might.
Yeah?
Right, yeah. So we have to
You can use it on impact hits, can't you?
Yeah. Dead. Yeah. And then on this one. Dead. And then on this
And
one.
then if you kill this one.
Dead. And then 3 onto the ogre.
Oh. Nothing on the other.
Nothing on the ogre, who's now got equal fight value
How many did he kill there? 5.
Yeah.
and is ready for action.
Died.
With the chariot battling against an ogre, they set about charging goats and elves into my Gundabad troll, but fail a load of courage checks thanks to the signal tower.
What's the? Can somebody measure the barge distance from that troll to that chariot, please?
So we're going to move these 3 dwarfs into there.
Yeah.
So Thranduil can get round.
Get the call sign.
Getting Thranduil out of the dodge,
Go
basically.
side, aye. That's right.
With the rest of their move, they plug gaps and do their very best to buy time until Thorin turns up. The issue is, the longer they leave it, the less time Thorin will have to make an impact before Bolg and his army arrive.
So if I send, I'm going to charge him, which then I put him over there, so maybe they can get through that gap.
Then you charge him, so you want to get here, because you can't get base through it, it'll stop.
Oh, yeah.
It'll stop there, so if you charge him to there,
Yeah.
And come back to discussion on base size gap. 8,000.
This doesn't cause terror, so I'm going to get one singular Gundabad warrior into it. And then I'm going to pile in around here with everybody else and try and get around the back. Because now it's separated the combat out, so the ogre now isn't fighting it, and the ogre might be able to get another 3 kills.
There's only 2 mate?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This is where we are at the moment. It's an awful lot of combats. Dane has pushed well into my half of the board. The troll brute is lumbering closer, and I've definitely got the numbers advantage on Bilbo's flank. And crucially, where is Thorin? In the shoot phase, there's only a few shots fired, but 4 elves drop 2 fell wags, and the repeater crossbow on the chariot drops a Gundabad orc. At the start of the combat phase, after a bit of a debate, we all decide that the might is better saved for later in the game and don't call any heroic actions. They won priority and so pick the order of the combat and choose a trapped ogre first.
5. I've got a Gundabad ogre, so he's got a banner. 5.
We've not got any banners, have we?
No, so it's a roll off. It's Elven Blade, so you need to roll 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Yes. Oh, the Elven Blade as well.
Ah.
So you can double those. So 4, you got 4, I got 2.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Right, so
That's fine. No wounds though. No wounds.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
The chariot is up next for combat, but first there's a small quadratic equation to work out before we know exactly how many dice to roll.
5 dice, plus
5
1
dice.
uncharged, 6 dice.
6 days.
And I
Even with a shot?
Yeah,
you've got 5 crew.
4
4
crew.
crew, sorry. And then the chariot has 2 base, and they each have.
Oh, right.
Oh, one's driving.
Yeah.
So,
And 1 shot.
and 1 shot.
I think we go up to
So 4 crew, 1's driving, 1 shot. You had 2 to start, so you got 4, and then you charged 5.
Yeah.
5.
5 days.
And I've got a 4 with a banner.
Yes.
You won. So you roll them in pairs, but you would need your strength value is 4. So you need 5s. 1 dead.
And then you roll all the
And
rest
then
together.
all the rest together. Wait, 6 plus 5.
6.
Of that.
Whoa.
Next, my Gundabad troll to the east takes on 4 Mirkwood elves and a charging goat rider. It's brave of them to have attacked, but they have got me trapped.
6.
Troll. 6.
Ah.
And he's got the club, which isn't going to help me, but it means I'm strength 7, 4s, 3s, and 3s. I'm going to go for the 4 first. Dead.
Shit.
And then dead. Dead.
Yeah.
Well done, Trolley.
That was a big 6, that.
Aaron's gone out to fetch sandwiches. He's not going to be happy.
A couple of goat riders die, and my captain makes a kill.
We are looking thin on the ground.
You need to fall back. Get Aaron.
That's what I just did.
Thorin on. I've just killed 6. It's 6 for 3 this turn in my favour. You gonna do Thranduil now?
Yeah.
Thranduil gets.
On the charge. Gets a 6.
Gets his 6. He's got 2 guys to kill. Needing 5s on both.
First one. Dead. Second one. Dead.
Aaron returns from his sandwich mission to a bit of bad news.
We've lost 9 guys for 4 Gundabad.
What? How?
What?
3 more gate riders to Huntrox.
What?
Huntrox was ploughed in. The chariot's killed 3, 1 with a crossbow and 2 in combat.
Yeah.
And then that troll's just killed 3.
How did that? Why are all the ghosts dead?
Thranduil killed 2.
Leon can't roll for goats.
So to take the poor ghosts.
Okay, Dane.
Not for him to do.
Yeah, he's on the charge though, so you got a 4.
My captain is black. 5. You've got no might, have you, Dane?
No.
I thought you had one.
Do I go for
Oh, no.
pig or Dane?
If you kill the pig after the horse and all the ghosts, Peter, are going to be on you.
I think I gotta kill the pig. So the 2 that aren't, in fact, so not the captain, needing 5s. 1 wound on the pig.
2 wounds.
The captain, another wound. Pig is dead.
Dead
and then
pig.
on Dane, no wound. Dead pig. It's bacon time. I'll get him out.
Can you cut to Merry and Pippin poking the...
The salted pork is particularly.
I was thinking them at Weathertop. By the top.
Oh, nice.
So
Crispy
nice
bacon.
crispy bacon. That's nice crispy bacon. Where's Thorin?
Where is Thorin? There's still no Thorin.
He went to get sandwiches.
Thorin is holding his nerve.
You've got another turn after this one, and then you've got to get there.
Yeah, he's going to be marching.
Another dwarf dies, and then it's Bilbo and friends with the higher fight value against one of my trolls.
Troll gets.
Come on, Bilbo. Bilbo.
Bilbo's done it. So now, you get 3 6s to do him.
Go on, you lead on.
6s by 4s.
Because you did 22 dice last time and you got 1.
Yeah. Oh, he's only got 1 again. What? Okay, look, so you need 6s by 4s.
Saving Bilbo.
Oh.
1 Lake Town guy.
Needs a 4. Yes! So then Bilbo's got 2 needing 6s by 4s.
Well,
Come on, Trolley. Look.
man.
6 plus save, Gundabad Troll doesn't lose a wound.
So that's 2 wounds with 34 dice time.
That's crazy.
That was a lucky escape for my troll. Bilbo with the ring on is a real problem for monsters. I need to get some of my other warriors involved to peel off some of their models. Leon finally starts rolling some 6s and a couple of orcs drop in quick succession.
Bard on 2.
6.
Bard needs 5s. This will be the first late time to the game.
Yeah, it will.
This is huge. So my Wildbag Chief have just won combat against 3 defense 6 models, being 2 crossbows and an elf needing 4s to kill all 3. And I've got might. I'm gonna use. He's only got 2 might. We can't call any wags effectors with me, so I'm gonna use a point of might to kill an elf and a crossbow guy.
What?
Dropping like flies. Okay, you just got to.
You are dropping like flies. You can't do it.
Shield.
It should be shield.
Shield for your life.
It's time.
Actually, do. It's time.
It's time to shield.
The final troll of the turn is facing off against just 3 Iron Hills crossbows and an elf. But I managed to fluff its roll and it has just 1 wound remaining.
Yes! And then you need a 4. You need to follow it with a 4. Leon's messed up.
You could have
Big
been 2-handed
4
then.
Yes! Still only counts as 1 though.
That's massive. I think that's quite a big kill.
So this turn, I have killed 13, 14. Now you did kill a troll.
1 lot of sandwiches.
That was a great turn for me overall. The forces of good are looking a little thinly spread now, and there's still no sign of Thorin.
Thorin is still a no-show. There's so many good models have died now.
I lose priority and immediately call a heroic move with my captain near the chariot. They see that I'm trying to get my troll into the chariot, so they use their chariot captain's last point of might to take it to a 50-50 roll-off.
You need to roll low for me and high for you. That is exactly what we wanted from you.
I'm limited in what I can move as I have to stay within 6 inches of my captain that declared the heroic move. I charge the chariot with my troll, but then make a misplay and charge it with my ogre too. This means if the dwarf, elf or goat rider behind my troll pass a courage check, they'll be able to peel me away from combat with the chariot. Of course, they all pass, but at least I have the option of barging into the chariot if I win the combat. Thranduil wades into a few orcs, and then Aaron has a decidedly evil idea.
I think Gandalf should do a big command on that troll brute and try and clear out a few of that back. Some strength 10 heads.
Oh, hang on a minute. Command the troll brute.
Oh, the big guy at the back?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
He walks over stuff.
Oh, dear. Yeah,
He's already just really
That's the same shit.
24.
4 plus for a command.
Yeah, it goes up on 5.
If this is a 1 or a 2,
So
he
3, 4, 5,
doesn't get
6.
compelled.
It's stomping.
Yes!
3.
So how far can we come compel?
Half his move first.
Right, first one. Yeah.
1.
And then... Yeah.
2, spearman. Yes!
This guy.
Spearman.
Oh my god.
Swordsman. Yeah.
No.
Clip.
Yeah.
Swordsman.
No!
Hey!
That's alright, that's 4 kills to Lake Town.
There's a lot of minute moves taking place as they try to make as many combats as possible swing in their favour. A little less sure of himself without his boar, Dane retreats back towards where his cousin should soon be joining him. And after a little more rearranging, it is time for some good reinforcements, but it's not Thorin.
I've got to move still, but Thranduil has charged in. Dane's fallen back. My troll has crushed a lot of my models.
Yeah,
That troll is a bit screwed because the Bilbo is invisible, but that's that there. And then they've kind of fallen back here and are holding a flank with a 5 elf with a shield. But I'm going to close in with everything I can. But you have forgotten Legolas and Tariel. Legolas and Tariel enter the battle.
The key combats this turn have an ogre facing off against a couple of crossbows, a Gundabad troll faces a bunch of iron hills, Thranduil's charged into some orcs for what should be some easy kills, but Dane is mobbed on foot. And the big one is the chariot against a bunch of Gundabad orcs, with an ogre and a Gundabad troll easy barges away. What shooting there is deals no damage. They choose to not shoot with the chariot's repeater crossbow, as now the gunner will be able to lend an extra attack to what could be a couple of crucial combats.
So what we've got here is 6 guys fighting against the chariot. The ogre that was fighting it has been peeled off by a good model. But if the ogre wins the combat, that could then barge into the chariot. And then if my Gundabad troll wins his combat, he could barge into the chariot. So the chariot's going to go first because that's what they're going to pick. He's going to fight 6 guys. Then whichever they pick, they might then have to fight the ogre. And then he might then have to fight the Gundabad troll in 3 combats in 1 turn with the chariot. Good luck, chariot. There we go.
6.
Yes.
Okay, you need 5s all round.
Oh.
Yes.
You've got 3.
Nice.
1, 2, ogre, 1 dice. 5. So I'm gonna barge into that. So now you got a choice whether you do the Gundabad troll or the chariot, because obviously you don't want both ogres on the chariot, do you?
Right, we're now going to go chariot again because I'm backing us against the ogre.
Okay.
5 attacks on the ogre.
5 attacks again. Oh, so you think you're gonna do some damage here?
Yeah.
I think your chariot's got problems. 6.
Hello.
What you got, Leon?
6.
What's the roll off?
Yes!
You need 5s. 3 5s and the ogre's dead.
Oh, this is massive.
This is huge.
Only 1.
So now we'll do-
I get pushed back. And now it's the Gundabad troll. If this chariot comes out of this unscathed, I'm going to be so impressed.
One Matic guy and 2 elves, that's it.
I'll do it.
6.
No sweat. I'm going to barge. Don't need to roll. He's now in with that chariot.
Do it again. Do it
I've got
again.
the 5 value, so you go first.
Oh.
That's beatable. That is beatable. 6. Oh! Look at that. There's no win in that. Okay. It's got 5 wounds. I've got a crushing club, which means I can do D3 per wound cause, and I wound it on 5s. So I'm looking for 5s initially, and then we're going to see how many wounds I do. If I do them all, the crew are taken off and removed as a casualty. Here we go.
1.
Ancient Enemy Chariots?
Nope.
How many wounds do I do?
Oh.
3 wounds. Okay, but unfortunately, it's still got 2
I'm
left.
gutted I didn't manage to kill it, but it's very vulnerable now. The killing then starts properly with a goat rider dying to a hunter orc and a Gundabad to a Matic dwarf.
I tell you what, they're like £20 a go as well.
And then it's on to Thranduil.
6. What you got there? 6. Oh, it was bad. That was bad. 5s all around. When are you going to dismount and just get stuck in with Thranduil?
Never.
First
Yeah,
one.
it's awesome. Wait, have they all got shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Second one?
Or the first
Yes.
one again. Yeah.
The first one now. The third one.
Yeah. 3 elf kills as well.
That's it.
Leo's twitching. Need to get a kill or 2 before scoring. That's not a good one.
Thorin's brewing.
He's getting ready. He's giving his little. If this is to end in flames,
Oh,
we'll all
it's
burn
all
together.
Tell me go now.
Yes, I'm Gandalf. Yes.
One.
Gandalf to kill him. Yes, Gandalf kills him.
Dane roughs up a captain before my Gundabad troll takes on Bilbo and his friends.
How long?
I've still not moved the model, and I've been here for 6 hours.
Okay.
Let's do the troll.
Troll surrounds, you got the army.
So he's charges. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 iron hills on Bilbo.
6. Come on.
Very cool.
Oh,
Bilbo got 5, so
Bilbo's
we've got
got
9.
He's got mine.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, Bilbo.
No, you need a 4x4. Like.
So there's a 6
Leon's
for
got 1.
6 from 1.
Lou needs a by 4. Lou wants to take the kill for late down. Roll it quickly. He's not done it. So you need to roll 1-6.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was. I didn't see that.
There's a lot of not 6 in there.
There's a lot of not 6 in there. Look, there's the axe.
They found a bit of form now as another orc drops to an Iron Hills, and then the beleaguered bard even downs a captain with 3 straight 6s.
He's dead. He's gone.
Seeing one of their captains die seems to inspire the nearby evil forces around his body, though, with the White Warg killing 2 Iron Hills and an orc dropping an elf before an ogre wins combat against 2 crossbows.
2 4s and it's 2 dead crossbows. 2 dead crossbows.
Oh man.
Could have done with holding that line there.
I win priority and they call a heroic move with Gandalf, which I counter with one of my many captains. Foolishly, I've picked one near the chariot though, and so if they roll a 5+, the chariot's Master of Battle will activate, and they'll get a free heroic move too.
You need to roll 5+.
Is it massive?
Yes.
1, 2, or 3, I get it.
What did you get?
Yes.
So you picking Gandalf or the chariot?
Oh, no, sorry.
Okay.
After much deliberation, they decide to activate Gandalf first and transfix the ogre with the intention of pivoting the chariot and riding through the Gundabad troll.
Let's transfix the ogre and go the other way.
Yeah, okay.
Because we clear him out, we've then free reign here.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Just go off on a 3.
Yeah. It does go up on the 3. Does it fail on a 1 or a 2?
No.
So the ogre is transfixed. So at the end of Gandalf's heroic move, Thranduil has charged the troll. My ogre around here is mobilised, and you've now got your chariot heroic move actually, haven't you? Before I move.
Yes.
And then over here, I'll be getting the move before Thorin's company arrives. Chariot is pivoted and hit the troll, so that's as far as it's moving, and it's got 3 strength 6 hits.
As far as it's moving currently.
Nothing.
God.
Sorry,
That's
babe.
cop.
Oh, put a
That
dice
is
on it.
cop. That's cop.
Okay, it's got go.
You're cop.
Oh, did Gundabad save? No! 2 wounds left on that troll. So I'm going to try and just separate this chariot out of the troll's combat so that it's just fighting Thranduil. So I'm going to charge the chariot with a lot of models, but you are going to have the fight value and a lot of attacks because you do still get the charge bonus because that troll is infantry. So do I tag it with 1? I'm just going to tag it with 1 go. This is good for views on YouTube, isn't it?
Scumbag.
My troll route kills these guys on 3s. I could feasibly walk through a lot of Iron Hills here. Because I can move freely, it's not a chariot, I can get those 4 and then go into Bard and his late temp. So, 3s needed, here we go. First one.
I knew that.
Oh, he's killed more of my own guys. So when does Bold move on? The end of next turn?
Next one.
Next turn.
Next time. So we
Well,
got.
after
You've got Thorin now, I get Bold next
Are
turn.
we going to march? Oh, march.
No, technically you can't do that.
Why did it not come out full speed?
They plug what gaps they can, and then after more than 7 hours of playing, it's finally time for Thorin's company to arrive. Azog has heard the bell from within Erebor and is making his way down. Signal Tower is doing its job. Legolas and Tariel are making their way
to the main bit of the action, but I am winning over here. Obviously Thorin is making his way. Stumpy, if he gets his rolls right, will do me well next time. But in this half, we've got Dane fighting in the middle, Gandalf, and Thranduil against the Troll. If that comes off, this side has very much been won by the forces of good. But Bolg is arriving, and here comes Thorin.
So what can Thorin's company do? Well, there's 13 of them in total. They each have their own set of individual rules, but all you need to know is that Dwalin, Nori, Dori and Gloin are the most reliable killers, with various buffs between them, including the ability to use 4 attacks, plenty of rerolls, and +1s to wound to go around. Philly, Killy and Biffa are the next most capable fighters with Heroic Strike to help raise their fight value above any monsters or heroes that they might fight. Biffa also has the added bonus of having an axe embedded in his head. Instead of striking normally, he can make a single strike, and if it's successful, the axe is removed from his head and he receives a free heroic move every turn. It's crazy powerful. There are 5 of the company not really suited for combat. Those are Balin, Bofa, Bomba, Ori and Oin. They all still have sky-high defense values of 7 and 8, but they're not reliable in combat. Balin is forced to use his 2-handed mace, but he can spend will points to reroll priority. Oin can heal other dwarves and Bomba has 3 wounds. And if one of the other members of the company is within 3 inches of Ori and slays a monster or hero model, they'll regain a point of might, will or fate. That could be very useful with the amount of monsters and captains around in this battle. The leader and last of the company is Thorin. He's reliable in a fight, especially against Azog, where he'll be able to reroll all failed wounds, and he can call a heroic combat for free each turn. He doesn't wield Orcrist, Legolas is bringing that to him, but because Aaron has waited for so long, he receives a free point of might each turn in addition to his free heroic combats. He'll also count as a banner to all dwarf models within 6 inches. Elves around Thranduil will receive +1 to wound now too, and Dane has received Master of Battle 4+. The whole company also adds Heroic March to their profiles.
These dwarves really are a force to be reckoned with, but they're low in number and Bolg's army is only 1 turn away. And don't forget, Azog is 2 victory points, as is disabling the signal tower. At some point, Thorin's going to have to use his goat transportation to take himself and some friends to cut the head off the snake.
The chariot drops a warrior in the shoot phase, and then Legolas and Tariel take aim.
Tariel into the Hunter Orcs.
1 hit?
Yep.
2 1 hit, like this one.
1 each. 5s. 2 dead.
2 dead.
Well done.
I'll play Legolas and Tariel.
Nice.
They've done as well as all the other elves, let's face it.
In the combat phase, Thranduil is facing off against a Gundabad troll, and Leon is wanting to heroic strike. Louis is worried about the imminent arrival of Bolg's army though, and as our elf player, he decides to not strike with Thranduil.
You're backing on the fluff against Andrew. Yeah. Leon's not having that. Well, Leon is not playing the elves. Louis' call. Alright.
Louis then makes a big call and heroic combats with Bilbo off my Wild Wag Chief to try and swing him, a few Late Town and a few dwarves into an ogre.
So Bilbo against the Wild Wag Chief with 2 Iron Hills and a Mirkwood has just called a heroic combat with the hope of getting into the ogre.
2 each.
6.
Yes.
I can't win. What's his defense? 5. 5's all around.
Is he trapped as well?
Yep. Double the net, but I've got 3 wounds and a face.
Oh, Leon's done.
Fuck you, I'm taking the camera. I'm taking the camera.
Oh, and then Louis finished it up.
I'm gonna put that in the dwarf pile. So let's go right at the back.
Yes. Leon's found 4.
A good start to the combat phase for the forces of good, but now it's Thranduil versus a Gundabad troll.
5.
That's alright, we've got a mic.
Yes!
Banner.
Ah!
What are we doing? I'll let Louis roll first, then I'll roll the final one.
I'm doing a 200 guy now.
Right, your turn.
5's by 3s.
Nothing.
No. And my other spearman.
Yeah.
6's by 4s.
So now Leon, you're on 6s. Nothing.
Oh.
It's all on Thranduil. He needs 6s.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 6s is done. No.
Yes!
So that's all the trolls dead. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you just try and sped them in the film.
And none of the ogres or brute.
I think Thranduil has killed every single elf kill so far.
Yeah, apart from Legolas is 2 snipes.
That's followed by the chariot killing the orc it's facing.
Here.
Yeah. You've killed 8 chariots.
Chariots over here.
Somebody check the rules on chariots and bat interaction.
You've killed 8, including a Gundabad troll and a wild boar chief. I've killed nothing this turn so far.
Massive.
Yeah,
Big
your own
turn.
combat was huge.
Great shot.
Yeah.
But then 2 dwarves die and 2 elves die before Dane gets lucky and makes another kill for Leon.
2. Banner. Oh, 6.
Oh, banner for Dane.
Banner for Dane.
A Lake Town warrior and a dwarf die next.
Then we've got 1 and 1 at the back there. 1. Banner.
Oh, yes.
You won it on a 2. A 5 needed. Oh, not on a 2.
Some good rolling with a pair of dwarves takes a wound from one of my captains who has 2 might remaining. A few more combats have models pushing each other around, and then it's the troll brute against a pair of dwarves.
I've got the 5 though, if we get the 6.
Saxies.
Banner. No, you've won it. I'm going to defend 6, so you use 5. Oh!
You just stand leader off for that bit. You should have
You should have get crazy. Bard on 2. Bard is surrounded if you're in spearman fucking you.
4.
6.
Oh, no.
Banner.
You taking it?
Bard's banner.
Oh, Bard's advantage himself.
5. That makes it
Now
better.
probably use the point.
Now use the point, mate.
No, it's
No.
Whilst the big combats haven't been going my way, I have been winning the infantry fights and another 2 Lake Town warriors die, and then it's the second half of Bilbo's heroic combat against the ogre.
Yep.
So I've got a Bilbo.
Ogre gets 5.
Fines.
Bilbo.
Banner. Come on. Got to be a 6 to drain a might. 6!
Yeah, you just got to use
Like
the
Bilbo, mate.
So Bilbo goes down to 1 might, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not double these.
No. And you, but he's only defense 5, so it's 5 all around. 1 wound.
1 wound.
2 more, he's done. Yeah! Banner of Angmar, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 6. Come
Banner
on.
of Angmar.
The big horn.
It's one.
the horn.
Yeah,
It's one.
Azog's up there blocking this one. Nothing. He's dead.
Is that my kill again?
Take you off. That is like I'm killing
Roll up. Whoever rolls higher. Priority?
Yeah.
4. I'll take it.
6.
Yes.
Why did you take that?
I call a heroic move with one of my last points of might on the battlefield, but now that Thorin has arrived, Dane's Master of Battle is activated. If he rolls a 4+, he'll get to call a heroic move for free.
5.
I'm going to heroic march with Thorin's 3 point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big roll off then. That Master of Battle, there you go, you waited for that, well done.
That's not ideal. I was desperately trying to get the troll brute to move first. He squishes dwarves on 3s. They're so close together, a few good rolls and I could cut a huge chunk out of their army. They move where they can and charge my captain to deny me the heroic move and then queue up a 2-dice command on the troll brute. They cast it successfully. He squishes a warrior and wounds a captain of mine who only had 1 wound remaining.
Okay, schools needs to pass this fate, or my captain's dead. But fast.
They spend a lot of time rearranging models to make sure the chariot can get a good run at some warriors and a captain of mine.
3 dice.
3 dice and 4, so let's go. Yes.
Dead.
Next guy in front of the ogre there.
Yes.
Next one.
Dead.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh my god. Right.
Captain there.
Massive.
2
2 wounds. What's the situation?
No.
No.
No wounds, yeah. Defense 7. It's fine.
Now Thranduil's good. Now Thranduil's 0 do.
The rest of their move is fairly simple, with Legolas and Tariel moving up 3 inches and Thorin's company marching out. But it does take a while.
I feel like I last moved 2 hours ago.
You just bitching about not moving. You just bitching. It is because it is currently 20-4 and I can move my first model.
Things aren't going too well for me out on the field, so I move where I can gain an advantage and hunker down ready for Bolg's arrival. He's mounted on his wag and bringing with him 12 Gundabad warriors, a pair of Gundabad captains, 4 warbats, 4 ogres and 9 Gundabad berserkers. It's easily enough models to swing the battle in my favour. I just need to get some traps on Thorin's company, especially the ones who can't heroic strike. They'll die quickly enough. I do have access to 24 goblin mercenaries and 2 mercenary captains as well, but they're going to be protecting Azog and the signal tower for when Thorin uses his magic goat transport power.
Now, crucially, Bolg is arriving and it's coming on from the backboard because things are not going too great for me and Thorin's company haven't even hit the action yet.
Legolas and Tariel have entered this battle on a mission, and then they try and find some sight lines for the chariot's repeater crossbow.
It's all
Same
in
problem,
combat.
isn't it?
No, it's all about combat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd probably be targeting the troll brute right now. I wouldn't be that impressed. Wouldn't be that impressed with my gunner if he was like, no, I don't want to risk it. How about?
No heroics are called at the start of the combat phase. It begins with the last remaining goat rider making a kill and another orc dying before the chariot faces off against an ogre and 2 Gundabad warriors. Fight values will be tied if we both get 6s.
Ooh, that's close.
That's massively got.
Okay, there we go. Yes! I need to kill the actual chariot then. So that's defense 8, so it's 5s on the black dice, 6s on those dice.
Two
Can't
is
ever be
dead.
surrounded. So I need 2.
1.
Nothing.
The ogres let you down.
Please just let it die.
It's good to have won the combat, but I really need to be dealing more damage than that.
Fandriel on the captain. 5.
I did charge you. 5.
Dead.
Dead.
6.
Oh,
Elf. Dead.
side by side with the door.
You need a 6.
Oh,
5s. Dead.
hello.
There's a gap. Gandalf. I am going to shield with my captain.
4.
5.
Let's see if that's cocked.
6.
No, that's cocked. 6.
We've got a banner reroll anyway.
Was it cocked?
We've got a banner reroll. We've got a banner reroll. How do Gandalf have to? Because Gandalf's got mine.
Yes. Yes.
There's 2 wounds.
Gandalf finishes him.
If I pass, Gandalf gets the point. If I fail, then he gets it. The elf killed him. Just
Oh, we've lost a few.
This is what we needed.
Arrived at the right time.
Okay, and then we've got a 1-on-1 here.
1-1. Oh no.
2.
Right, I dropped that. I want to drop that.
Just pick it up, don't like
Yeah,
panic.
shit, again.
Hey!
Got
You
a
got a banner.
Banner.
Do I kill him? Yes!
Oh, no.
Did not deserve that.
All of a sudden, the chariot has taken a wound and I've killed a few warriors. Thorin may have arrived, but Bolg's appearance is spurring my fighters on, and things just get better and better for me from there.
Double 1. Oh, no. 4 1s. I'm going to roll my banner. It's going to be a 1. Here we go. 6. So then he needs strength 5, defense 7, 5s. Dead. This has been a good turn.
Yeah.
You're too late, Thorin.
That flurry of kills for me is followed by Bard killing, an orc dying to a dwarf before a pair of Lake Town, an elf, and another dwarf die. My banner rerolls are really starting to swing it. The last 2 models to die are a fell wag
Dead.
to an elf and a man to a wag.
That turn went very well for me.
Yeah.
I've just killed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. In return, the dwarves killed 7, and the elves killed 5, and the late town killed 1. But you did get 2 captains.
2 captains, so we killed more and 2 of them
You
were
killed.
captains.
Yes, you did. But Bolg's on the way. Okay.
The battle has swung my way a bit, and I compound their pain by winning priority.
Priority
1.
3.
Gonna use a point of will to reroll that.
Oh, Balin. 2.
Thranduil is away from Thorin's company and all of their might. He only has 1 left himself, so it's a big decision whether to use it or not. In the end, what sways them is the possibility of a last glorious charge with the chariot, or maybe even saving it. I call a heroic move with one of my last 2 points of might left on the main battlefield, and luckily for me, Dane's Master of Battle does not take effect.
And a heroic march with Thorin.
Right, move with Killy and a
Yeah.
march with Thorin.
Yeah.
Okay. This is huge, so I called it with Skull's captain. They've called it with Thranduil. I need this troll boot to mince through a few iron hills.
Through Gunnar.
Big roll off. Yes.
Oh, get it.
Got it. So now this guy can go boom, boom on that guy, boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to try and get as many of these as I can with like an inch. There we go.
3 rolls. 2.
Don't say roll a 2.
Roll a 2.
2.
1. 3. I'll take the 3. Take him off. 1. And then in the interest of moving the least amount to maximise my move, because that's what we're saying, an inch and a half so far. This guy.
No. Stops. Here's your kill.
I can't deal with that.
I know it's not a great strategy to rely on 3+ after 3+, but that would clearing those dwarves out would have had a huge knock-on effect elsewhere. 1v1s would become 2v1s and it would just snowball. Instead, I have to consolidate as best I can and watch them use their heroic move to plan for impact hits from the chariot.
So that's the first 3 hits there, and then we're gonna rotate.
That's
Dead. Nice.
They run over their first target and then pivot to face a potential 7 more. And they put a very ambitious dice down at their next pivot point, 4 inches behind my line.
Hit this guy here?
Yeah.
This is lovely.
I need them 4s on all of them, so that's 1.
Out here.
2.
Why didn't you try and kill the chariot?
3.
3. Oh my god, this is huge.
4.
4. What?
5. Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect because he's in combat.
We should have had a separate pile for chariot kills.
Yeah.
Then it's on to Aaron's first real impact of the game, a heroic move with Killy, and a heroic march with Thorin. And he unveils a nefarious plan.
So he goes over there. Thorin now called a heroic march as well.
Cool.
So just got to plan this in the right order.
You're trying to get to the bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold the bridge. We're gonna hold the bridge.
You're going to the bridge.
We're gonna hold the bridge, yeah.
I do the obvious on my move and then discuss how well we think ogres can balance on ice floats. It's not something I'd planned to come up.
Jump test?
Yeah, unless you like this, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't the ogre feels one of your hands?
Yeah.
How many do I have to
If he
take?
stands on one half of it and not the middle, if he stands right,
Yeah, what's
well, you can get 2 on either end, but if one moves first, then
what's your ogre's balance line?
So can I get that 1 jump test, 2 jump tests? Or
No,
is
it's
it
one
1,
jump.
2, 3?
no, 2.
2 jump tests. Yeah.
Jumping in and bad jumping out.
You can't tell that some of these are okay at all.
Did you use upgrade scroll or did you use what we used?
Yeah, upgrade sprues and things, yeah. It is actually a really good sprue.
All of the Gundabad in the game are unique, and because of the price, we've got creative with the conversions. I bought 2 sets of the Gundabad conversion kit and I love it. The first batch are just Gundabad warriors with jumbled around heads, arms and weapons. Here's a sample of those, and at this point I can't actually remember what the original box of warriors looks like. The other half are made by combining Broken Uruk-hai from 2003 and from car boot sales with Gundabad warriors. I've tried to use these broken models to turn one Gundabad warrior into 2 or 3. The posers obviously lack a bit of variety, but I've done what I can and I think it works. There are also 7 captains in the game. Aaron's provided 3 and here are my 4 using a mix of Gundabad and Uruk high parts.
Okay, I am gonna... Legolas can skip along this, no issue. This guy's taking... You have to take a jump test to go in, and then we can move, and then a jump test to come out. I'm gonna try it with one of the ogres.
And if you fail,
If I fail, Aaron spent a long time painting that model. not a lot of screen time. If it's a 1, he's drowned.
It's essentially my model.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
He's gonna surf on that little bit.
you can do it.
There's another 2.
If you do it with one more, you're odds on to lose an ogre.
I think getting around the side of Thorin's company is quite good though.
The rest of Bolg's army pushes forward, and sensing Dwalin wants to start swinging his axes, I drop the goblin mercenaries into Ravenhill a little prematurely. Legolas continues his good form and drops another orc from shooting. In the combat phase, we don't call any heroics this turn, but trust me, next turn, there's gonna be a few. The last remaining Goat Rider dies, and the Chariot and then Thranduil are up next.
6.
You win. Nope.
You re-roll it.
No, reroll it. The 1, so you killed him once out of 10.
So I need them.
Yeah, it doesn't need to die more than once, Jim.
100 charge.
6.
Is he going to flip his roll?
He's killed him.
So good.
Thranduil
So good,
is so good. And the elf's making it.
The elk is making it, yeah. I think, the elk is insane.
An Iron Hills warrior dies, and then Dane kills one of my mightless captains.
All your models are the same. Let's not do silver versus silver next time.
Dead. I'll take the fate, but I think I might have lost it already.
I think he's dead.
He's gone.
He's dead.
That captain is gone. Oopsie. Just throwing models around.
Imagine it was a £5 note every time.
Gandalf.
I'm Gandalf.
Why? How can you even do a Gandalf?
Because I had nobody else to use.
5.
6.
Everybody seems to roll a dice then. Was that right? Was that the only combat where we all rolled?
Yeah.
No, go on, Leon.
5.
Yeah, done it, yeah.
Morocco for me.
I'm sorry that I've rolled 4 attacks.
Okay, you know when you say there's a 5?
That's the means damage he's done for you.
Hey!
Look, you only landed on your own guys as well.
Let's do him. I'm going to kill that dwarf.
Okay.
I'm actually going to hurl him, because it'll go through him, and then Mago. So how far does he go? He goes D3, so he goes 6, so he's also taking the wall hit, yeah. So the initial guy gets a strength 6 and another strength 6, so we need 5s on these. Dead. And then 6 on the dwarf, and then late time 5s, and then my guy. Not dead, so that's actually pretty good. Killed an extra guy.
Bard kills an orc, but then I kill 3 elves. I really do think Thorin's company have turned up too late, and with them pivoting toward Bolg, the central field may well be mine.
We're thinner on the ground there.
Yeah, there's a big...
Thorin's
yeah,
have very much gone that way instead of that way.
Yeah. Well, I kind of
I thought you were going to fill in the back here with the march.
No, because I'm holding the bridge. It's better to hold the bridge.
Not when my ogres climb up in a second.
I hope they're better, Jen. These ogres can't swim.
they can't balance on ice.
Yeah.
I lose an orc, and then after 7.5 hours, it's finally time for Aaron's first combat of the game. It's Gloin.
Do Gloin.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Wow!
I need to pick my dice.
I've been for 8 hours.
8 hours and you've not picked your dice yet. Gloin. There wasn't a specific Gloin
I'm going keys.
I thought there was Gloin specific one there.
Yeah, Leon's had him in his pocket for 8 hours. They're so warm right now.
He's got 4. Okay, have I got 2 of it?
Yeah.
5.
Do back
Oh.
Banner. Oh, I'll go on it anyway, sorry. So 5. Point on might with
I
Gloin?
think I'll use a point of might to win that.
He's using it for me, right? He just wants to get a kill on the board.
And then I'm +1 to wound, so I'm killing these on
4s.
Yeah.
1 dead. What, mate?
No.
Was it worth the wait?
Aaron, this is the first one to go into the Thorin's company pile. Congratulations.
Thanks.
What's worse is Aaron follows up that combat by losing combat with Dwalin.
Oh dear, Aaron. He's a bit rusty. It's been a while since he rolled anything. What's your plan? Taking the hits?
Yeah, defense 8.
2 wounds, 2 fate. Is that right?
I don't know.
You had 6 hours to revise.
2 wounds, 2 fate.
2 and 6. So if I get somehow 4 6s by that game, okay. Oh, they're all going to be 1s. Reroll all 6s. 1. Oh, take the 1. I'll take the 1. You taking the wounds?
And I'm gonna go sit by it. Oh, Balin! Balin!
Balin on a wag.
1.
Let's go. Oh, I don't get a bonus for wag.
Yes.
Yes.
Got the death count. Balin does this.
2 for Thorin's company.
The Signal Tower's banner wins me another combat and an elf dies. The last couple of turns have really seen the battle swing in my favour, and I only need 13 more kills to reduce them to 25%. But with so many heroes and soon to be eagles, that's easier said than done. They still need to kill 42 of my models, but I have the opposite problem. Yes, I have Azog and Bolg, but I also have a whole bunch of goblins, and they're not easily protected. The forces of good win priority, but my last remaining might point on the main battlefield is just too valuable. I do spend 1 with Bolg, and I end up winning the roll-off.
So, little recap of where we are, because we're actually nearing 25% now. They need to kill 42 of me to get me down to 25%, because obviously I've got the goblin mercenaries and the ogres and things. I need to kill 13 of them to get them down to 25%. But at that point, I need to obviously kill Thorin to end the game. So now all my priority is going to be about killing Thorin, who's very much front and centre, ready for battle. And then I need to make sure I'm holding the middle. Bard hasn't got off, Gandalf hasn't got off. I haven't done any damage to Dane or Thranduil, which is a bit frustrating. And I don't know who's got the Arkenstone, but the Signal Tower's intact and Azog is alive. So at the moment, I think I'm winning. Obviously, there's 15 eagles to turn up. I got some big rolls to make. I got 2 ogres that were saying can walk along.
He's got to make like 4.
No, we said 1 in, 1 out. That was the deal.
I didn't make that.
Shoot him on time.
So he's going to try and climb it. He's not really get anywhere, but the main thing here is just don't roll 1. There's no getting in and out. You can't just stay there all game. So at this point, even though they're not holding the bridge.
1.
It's gone. It's gone. It's so gone. 5. He's out. He's out. But he can't. He's just got to stay there. Okay, and then this one. Come on. He's out. He's out. He's out.
Having finished my heroic move, Louis realises Bilbo might be able to get into Bolg with the roll of a 6 on a climb test.
Yeah, it's 1 up.
Is it? It rolls a 6.
If you roll 6, you've got 2 max, so you need to roll 4.
We'll do it first. We'll do it first.
If you're doing that, calm down. What you're doing.
Calm down.
Aaron's got bigger plans, so while he thinks, Louis and Leon turn to trying to survive where they can on the rest of the battlefield. Gandalf uses his last will points to command the troll, but he has Radagast's staff. On the score of a 1 or a 2, the spell doesn't happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's on 4.
No.
Just a little cheeky.
That's a half there.
Yeah.
Need 1, 3. Dead.
Dead captain.
Captain.
I reckon we get both of these.
Yeah, I think so. You need to measure because that's.
Then that's it.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
That's cool.
So I think you take the captain and me not moving again.
Yeah.
So the plan is to go
There.
2,
Jake.
4, 5.
Yes.
5 guys if you can.
Let's give it first name Fields.
Oh, you can't.
Sake, Leon.
First time
That's your
fails.
fault.
I just had a feeling I had a feeling.
Why did you do it then? All these guys are coming down. We made a mistake. It's horrible.
I've got lucky on 2 fronts there. My troll brute killed one of my captains, but nothing else. and the chariot failed to kill at all. That's great, but what's more important is that they banked on those kills and moved warriors out of the way to facilitate them. And now I'm able to move the models that they thought would be dead. Now it's finally time for Aaron's plan to be enacted, and I've made a massive error. The front part of Bolg's force has moved with the heroic move, and the back part hasn't. I know the front part is in charge range of some of Thorin's company, but my plan was to swoop in after he charged me and peel them off with bats. But I've left them too close together and in charge range of a lone Lake Town archer. I've got a few warriors at the back here that weren't caught in Bolg's heroic move. They'd be able to move after Aaron and could trap a few of the dwarves or scupper heroic combats, so Aaron charges into them, pinning a Gundabad warrior and a hunter orc with Gloin and a pair of hunter orcs with Dwalin. Bofa, Ori and Bomber attack an ogre and are later joined by Dory, who has heroic strike. Philly attacks an ogre alone, as does Thorin. Oin and Biffa team up on a single Gundabad orc, whilst Nori attacks one as well. And Kili charges into 2 berserkers. He's trying to maximise his kills whilst my line is split, and is likely planning a couple of heroic combats. If he doesn't get some kills now, he'll be swamped next turn. Also, Balin has charged Bolg, and Bilbo, with 2 points of might remaining, attempts a climb test to charge him. He needs to roll a 6.
Okay, Bilbo's climb test.
You going for it?
Gotta go for it.
6 needed.
5 point of might. Straight into
Going for it.
Straight into Bolg.
On the main battlefield, I have no choice really but to charge the chariot with my ogre. Everywhere else, I've picked favourable combats where I can.
I'm charging this Felwag into Bilbo to take off Bolg's combat. I need a 10. 9!
Do you want to remeasure?
Oh, what about your single attack? Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Felwag. It's a Felwag.
Doesn't have Gundabad.
It's Horn. It's counts. Horn's not good bad.
Fuck's sake, mate.
That was a huge charge from the Felwag. Now Bilbo is no longer in combat with Bolg, so I'll have the higher fight value against Balin. The rest of the move phase is simple enough, but then Louis has a genius idea for the shoot phase.
Use Legolas's sniping ability to shoot that Felwag
To shoot.
to put Bilbo back into the Bolg combat.
Big roll. Okay.
Missed.
It's missed on a 1. Do you want to use the might? He's got 3.
Yeah, no, is that not quite big for that? Oh, I suppose 5.
Yeah, just quite big.
It's big for that. It gets Bolg, yeah, it gets Bolg now.
Thank you, Legolas.
How much? Usually Legolas.
He's not on with +1 because Bloin's killed somebody.
Absolutely not.
I'm calling heroic combat with everybody.
Yes.
Except Balin is heroic defensing.
Oh, fancy.
I spent time studying the rules, and I know all the dwarves' special powers.
Clear level expert.
So Balin is heroic defensing. Dwalin's heroic combated. Gloin is heroic combated. Dory is heroic
That's
combated. Nori is heroic combated. Oin is heroic combated. Biffa is heroic struck.
Yep.
Kili is heroic combated.
Yeah. Orin.
Thorin is heroic combated. Dory.
That's Dory.
Dory is heroic struck. Boffa is heroic combated.
God.
Ori is heroic combated. Bomber is heroic combated. Balin is heroic defense.
Okay.
Now somebody please tell me what character order to do.
You've been thinking about this for 7 hours.
Yeah.
So I get to go next. Hang on, I have to call someone.
Sorry, yeah, I only called one of those.
I will heroic combat with Bolg.
Balin.
This is what we came to say.
Mark me off. Mark it off. Go on, Bolg. So whose heroic combat goes off first?
Mine.
Yours.
So I'm going to do Gloin first.
Gloin, who is here fighting one guy.
Fighting 2.
Fighting 2, sorry. Ooh.
5s.
First fluff of this round.
Sorry, those 2 dice are the hunter ones. Right. There we go. Banner of Angmar, whatever it's called. 5, you've won. Okay.
Okay, Hunter Orc a kill on 3.
Yep.
Dead
Yep.
Hunter Orc. The other guy, dead.
Yes.
No,
What's happening?
It's happening. I'm sorry. Put them with the Thorin.
They're in the Thorin Company pile.
Okay. Then he reaches this bat.
Oh, that's generous.
No. Imagine it. Everything has been imagined.
That's Bolg.
Yeah, against Dwalin.
No, Balin.
Balin, who only has a 200 weapon.
Bolg.
6.
Bolg.
5.
Gets 5, but he's got his banner. Oh, would it be the last
So
one?
we tie it, so you win.
Oh, because you got turn of weapon.
Got turn of weapon.
So I've won that. Yeah.
Which is a bit gutsy.
And you've got no might left. So, right, I've got 8 dice, 3 6s, and that's it, isn't it? So you got 2 wounds, 1 fate, haven't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 6s. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 4.
Balin is gone.
Balin. So that's
And the heroic combat is done.
That's okay. Who cares?
Balin is dead. Sorry, Balin. Well, can you just bury him in a nice tomb somewhere dark? Like warm, if you can, you know? Right. I want to use Bolg's base that everybody loves to get through this gap so I can stop some heroic combats going off, but I do want to see if he can, so I'm going to test that now. You are independent of Jubiko. No, you actually can't. Bilbo's in the way. Bilbo's in the way.
Good old Bilbo.
So I'm going to have to wrap and try and kill Bilbo, which would
Take
bring me
question.
much joy.
I can't wait for the scriptures.
I've got Will.
The ass part of the base is about 6 inches away.
So I think I got to do that. I've got to go for Bilbo, and it's going to let Aaron trigger his heroics. Okay.
You're in Bilbo now.
It's just, you've heroic combated here, haven't you?
Heroic combat's everywhere.
I know. Oh, I've just got to do it. He's in. Right. I'm going to go as far around as physically possible.
You've just saved yourself from Dwalin.
Well, that's it. I want to see who can get, because I can still move 10 away, like, you know what I mean? I just want to see who can get me now here. So, Bomber, that's fine. Both, who struck here?
Dory.
Dory. Could be a problem, but he also might roll like a 2 or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying now, Bilbo's got that Arkenstone. He's got the ring on, he's got the high defense, he's got the fate, he's got the Arkenstone.
Okay, you're about to be embarrassed.
Nori is up next and fluffs his roll. My banner reroll puts me ahead, but he spends Nori's last point of might to win the combat. It's a lot of might, but Aaron's plan is to move Nori into Biffa's combat, trapping the orc and letting Biffa roll 2 dice instead of 1 to pull the axe out of his head, which will grant him a free heroic move per turn. It's an insanely powerful special rule and is worth Nori's might points, if he pulls it off.
Just. That is as close as you can possibly get to not being dead.
Now we do this heroic combat.
I'm a shield.
I'm going to do Nori again.
3.
Nori goes to 6.
Okay, you've won.
These dice are so
Biffa is going to use his axe head on double dice because he's surrounded.
Oh.
Gets his axe head.
Biffa's got free heroic move every turn.
Biffa's got a free heroic.
He's thinking.
Biffa also heroic struck.
He's dead. What was Biffa's fight?
I'll tell you.
So it's 5 6. So he's not Bolg levels. Not
He
that
is.
nice. But he's higher than an ogre. Terror check. Oh, Swarm Protector. I'm clinging on. I'm clutching at straws.
Benefiting from Oin's heroic combat, Oin and Biffa then move to join Feely against an ogre who is trapped against the river.
6. What's your defense?
Only 5.
5. And you're surrounded against the river.
Yeah.
So I'll
I could jump in that.
2 wounds on it. And then Killy. Kills it.
Oh.
So you did 4 wounds. So if I get 2 6s here, I've saved him.
Okay.
Come on. No.
Okay, now Killy.
This is going alright.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Killy moves to help Thorin.
Oh my god.
I hope you're following along okay here. It was a lot to dissect in the edit. Next up is Gloin and Ori against a warbat.
4.
6.
Got my banner. With.
Dubaka! Give it a Dubaka!
Hold on.
Dubaka!
No. So I'm going to use. So what did you get? 6?
Yep. He's desperate for it to come off. He's got a cave. What are you trying to get?
I use. 2 2 points of might is a lot with.
You're trying to get all the ogres dead, is that the plan?
I think I can wipe a lot of stuff out here. Yeah, I'm going to use 2 points of might with Loin.
2 points of might with Gloin to win the combat against the bats.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gloin's got 3 attacks where he rolls 1s. 1 wound. And then Ori. In fact, Ori's hand and a half axe, so not.
Oops.
Ori kills him.
No, so I've got 2 6s, I've saved it.
Okay.
Come on. No! Come on. He's spent 2 might to do it as well. He's really so disappointed in me.
Nobody wanted that to happen, Jake.
I'm so happy.
So now let's do.
Can we just say, what was that, the third 6 I've rolled out of 55?
Let's do Philly. Or Killy. Killy.
Well, with Killy here and 2 berserkers. Oh, he's only rolled a 4. It swings now.
Rolled a
5.
I'll use my banner. 6.
Oh, I can't win.
So against each. What's their defense?
5.
1 wound.
And, I got my 5 plus save.
So Keely drops 1 berserker and it's on to Dory, Bofa and now Ori, who crucially can all reach Bolg's combat should they win and kill the ogre they're facing.
Let's do a slight change of tack here. Let's do this one. So my
Falling apart.
Dory's fight value is 10.
Yes.
6.
The ogre can't survive the blows and it's actually Bofa who lands the final wound.
So he gets that point of might back because I killed a monster within 3 inches of Ori.
Nice.
Thanks.
Bofa and Dory both move into Bolg and the dwarves have the higher fight value. I need them to roll badly here. Dwalin fails to kill the 2 hunter orcs that he's fighting, but that was the right combat for Aaron to mess up as he was the contingency plan anyway. Bomber faces a bat next, and this is another luxury for Aaron where he's not needed, but he could lend a hand elsewhere if he does manage to kill it.
6.
My Dubecor.
No.
Dead.
Oh.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Is it dead? It's dead.
Could somebody check if it's got the monster keyword? Because if it does, I can.
No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
No.
Does it not?
No, it's in.
Also,
Bomber moves! Bomber!
That was massive.
That was huge. Thorin's heroic combat with Philly.
Philly and Thorin, yeah.
6.
Oh, I can't win. 3 ones.
Whose dice is whose?
Philly's the green dice. 1, 2 wounds.
Aaron spends a might point with Thorin to put a 3rd wound onto the ogre they're fighting, giving me a 50-50 chance to survive by rolling a 6 on the 3 dice.
1 6 needed.
Annoying enough.
Got it. So that's cost Thorin a might.
Yeah.
Because he's not dead. So he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
Everybody else is intact. Apart from Bolg.
That's down to 1.
No, what do you mean is everyone else is dead?
Yeah. 1 wound, 1 wound. Dead.
Yeah.
And now Bolg is in real trouble and there's eagles are coming. Oh, so how many kills is that for Thorin's company?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. And it doesn't matter.
So far.
I'm a bit disappointed.
You won priority, you get to pick the order. Do you want to go straight to Bolg or do you want to save him?
Should we go straight to Bolt? Yeah, well, Lewis filming. Let's go straight to Bolt. So
I've charged. I've got the low fight, so I'll set you the
Okay.
target. Okay. 4 dice on the charge.
6. So I've got Dory.
Dory is blue.
Dory's the blue dice.
And a -1 on green.
-1 on
White. Okay.
white.
Ooh, it's got
White on white.
Dory's sort of
Dory
up,
does have a bottom right.
Is he out of might
He's
now?
now out of my gear.
Right.
So what's Bolt's defense?
7.
7.
So
So
Dory's 5s, Bofa's 5s, and Bomber's 6s.
Well, Bomber could take the wag.
Bomber can take the whack.
I
One
wouldn't hate the model disappearing, but
Dead whack.
Wag's dead. Okay.
And then
No.
and then so these are all 5s.
5s.
1, 2.
Whoa, who is that?
Who is that?
3, 4.
You doing both?
4 wounds on him. Yeah, dead.
I've got 4 dice. I need to get a 6 or Bolg is actually dead. Can I might this? Okay, give me a 6. Please just roll a 6.
Yeah, come in here, Bolg. Add him to the kills, please.
Oh my god.
That is mad.
He just got killed by the 3 worst dwarves as well, arguably.
Yeah, it was literally both for Dory and
James
Bomber.
Nesbitt.
James Nesbitt stuck it up his Jackson.
Bolg! Hold the eagles.
That was bad. There's no other word for it. It was great play from Aaron. He maximised those heroic combats, and if I'd not lost Bolg, I'd have considered the turn a success with the amount of resources drained.
And I'm done.
That turn could go down in MESBG folklore.
I tell you what, and actually, they all didn't go off. That could have been
That
better.
was wild.
I did alright with the 6+ saves.
Do you know what?
Yeah, so it's fine.
Bring the Eagles on!
I still hugely outnumber them, and they have to kill Azog to end the game, but right now, it's looking tough.
Wait, is there still a battle happening here? Because there's not one over here.
An Iron Hills dwarf dies before my wounded ogre and a few guys take on the chariot.
Same fight volume after you.
6.
That's a lot of 6s. 6. It's a roll off. You get to roll. If it's low, it's me. If it's high, it's you.
4, 5, or 6.
1, 2, 3. Yes! Oh, this chariot won't die!
Chuck 2 on the ogre just in case we kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
Wait a second. No, yeah, no.
Another 2.
2 more. That's that chariot!
And from starting the turn in a position of strength, things only get worse, with Dane and Thranduil continuing their good form and making a pair of kills each. Another orc dies, and then Bard wins combat and rolls to wound.
6.
Bard gets him. Bard gets.
6! Roll for it!
I'm gonna give it to Bard.
I'm happy to say that the sacrificial Lake Town bowman died to the 2 bats, but his job was well and truly done, and if nothing else, it shows that even the smallest can change the course of the future. The forces of good win priority, but Gandalf and a captain call a heroic move. Their first act is to compel the troll brute to within charge range of the chariot. Mercifully, he fails to cast, and the chariot fails to kill even a single warrior. Again. They charge the rest of their models in, but need to kill 22 to get me down to 25%. I might well be losing here, but I could definitely win this battle. There's 2 victory points on Azog and 2 on the signal tower too. We've decided that the Eagles can't disable the tower, and so they'll have to use Thorin's magic dwarf goat transport if they want maximum victory points. Whoever reduces the others 25% first is likely to swing the game. It looks as though Bard will be staying on the table, which will give me 1 victory point. Dane and Thranduil are currently unharmed and unlikely to die, giving them 2 victory points. I'm also unlikely to get the Arkenstone unless Bard has it, as he's on 1 wound. There's a victory point in the balance there. I have 2 for keeping my signal tower alive, which should be hard to bring down. That theoretically puts me 3-2 up, but I think they'll probably control the centre of the board at the end of the game, swinging it back to 4-3 to them. The last remaining victory points are 2 for reducing the other player to 25% of their starting number first. 20 and 8 kills will do that. And 2 each for slaying Azog or Thorin. It's still anyone's game, but with the Eagles just appearing on the horizon, it's an uphill fight for me. The Eagles are coming.
Since Jake has decided that Eagles can't rip out someone else's axe or a horn, I think we need to go and deal with that. So, and actually we've got quite a decent, so Thorin could spend his free point and move Ori, Gloin, Philly, Killy, Oin and Biffa. Biffa gets 3 heroic moves, Oin heals people, Ori gets might back when we kill heroes.
So you take them off, and then on your next move phase they move on, but they don't charge.
So whilst Thorin, Philly, Killy, Oin, Gloin, Ori and Biffa are making tracks to cut the head off the snake, Dwalin leads the rest of Thorin's company toward the centre of the battlefield. Legolas and Tariel, though, head back towards the ice floats with the hope that a few climb tests will see them join Killy to take on the big bad.
See if we can get.
Oh, you're in red and we're all in black. Was that deliberate?
Yeah. Did you not get the memo? Let's see if we can get a couple of cheeky dwarf kills.
Legolas fires 3 shots into a bat but can't land a wound. The chariot, though, kills a felwag. 19 more to go. In the combat phase, a shielding elf dies and the chariot makes a kill.
It might seem like only one guy, but they're about 18 off killing me, and I need to kill about 10 of them to get to 25%. Whoever gets to 25% first, or whoever reduces the enemy to 25% first, is going to get 2 victory points.
Why are my models off the board again?
The biggest combat of the turn is next, though. It's Thranduil and Bard against my Troll Brute. They have the fight value advantage.
6.
Thranduil on the charge and
Come on. You got 1 mark of Bard, is that right?
Yeah.
gets the 6.
3 wounds left. You need 5s all round.
5? No, what's that's then 6.
Cool.
6 will
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Level 2.
Thranduil got them all.
Hang on.
Thranduil got them all!
No. 6 plus saves. Nope.
Oh, Bottas stab.
An orc dies to a bunch of Lake Town, but then Gandalf takes a wound. And more excitingly, Aaron gets to roll some dice for Dwalin's combat.
Dwalin.
It's 5. Bring it on, darling.
It's been a bit of a nightmare.
He's not been great.
6s.
He's going to be fine. Just.
Hacks him to pieces.
With his axe handles.
Yeah.
With Thorin off to attack Azog, the remaining members of his company are trying to hold their own, but a 1v1 with an ogre doesn't look too great for Bofa.
2. Okay, here we go. That's 4. Nothing you can do about that.
No.
Ren. 3 wounds.
Dory avenges him in the last combat of the turn by slaying a berserker, who can only roll 1 5+ feel no pain save, needing 2. It's a new turn and the eagles are coming.
Yeah.
Do 3 on him.
Just measure how far it can get.
I'll go to right to
just
just behind
Yeah.
him.
Great, go on then.
Come on.
Definitely.
Can something 3 times in a row?
Fuck's sake.
We fluffed it again! 3 in a row! What are you doing?
Oh, yes, I'm right.
He's in.
Great.
He's been good, he's done his job, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
There's just only 1 goat left on it.
Bard does a runner, but now there's a chance that the game might legitimately end before he makes it off the board.
Where are you going, Bard? Is that all my kids? Bard, if you left this late, they died hours ago, mate.
Aaron tries to fall back to the centre of the battlefield whilst tying up more of Bolg's army. It doesn't look great for him, but the back of my column is less than 12 inches from the board edge, and the eagles are allowed to charge on the turn that they arrive. Now, we said that Thorin's company can pick any point on Ravenhill that's out of line of sight of an evil model and move on from there. We've been playing a long time, and I think it might be the tiredness, but we've let Aaron pick here. I presume there's dwarven tunnels or something. It does leave the signal tower and its lack of lieutenants somewhat exposed.
That seems ominous, Philly going into that. I'm pretty sure I remember what happened with Philly. So Philly has
Right
gone
on the back.
underground with Glory to disable the banner.
And disable that.
And then we've got Thorin, Biffa and Killy with Orion behind Braden's support. Interesting. And then also, it's the end of your move, so it's Eagle time. Leon, your models get to play!
Okay, let's talk eagles. We've got 1,700 points of them arriving and they hit hard. They can fly over the top of other models and will even knock down ogres on the charge. They're monsters and so have access to the full range of brutal power attacks, including the ability to hurl enemy models. Gwahir and Radagast provide 3 points of might each, and Radagast can use his magic to heal wounded allies. Baelorn, on the other hand, is the hammer to Radagast's scalpel. His berserker rage is his only real weakness. That means he always has to charge if he's able to, but even Azog would be worried to face him in single combat. And in this scenario, he makes quite an entrance. Obviously, the first eagle out is carrying Baelorn, who is dropped and charges.
What a crap film.
That is fucking disrespect. Fucking beards is getting drawn to the
Yes.
That's on me, that.
Correct. I'm now worried for Azog all of a sudden.
Louis then queues up what would surely be one of the biggest hurls in the history of the Middle-earth strategy battle game, forgetting that I'm yet to move.
He's literally left 1 in the middle, so you can literally get every single person down inside.
Oh, I've not.
This is what?
I haven't moved yet, tiles.
Yeah, you can't get far enough.
So
I can try.
2 more there.
Yeah, let's hit Radagast into that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. See, because he's going to move away, so actually we can hurt come off him.
The Eagles have landed.
Yeah, all good.
On my move, I target Bomber and try to stay away from the Eagles, but I'm not sure how long that can last for realistically. I charge Legolas with a bat because it had to be done, and then fly 2 more over Bilbo, who both successfully roll to inflict a strength 4 hit.
So I've just hit Bilbo with 2 strength 4 hits from the bats that have just flown over him. Now I need 5 to wound him. 1 wound on Bilbo. Is he prone from the other one? No.
The chariot inflicts 1 wound on one of those bats, and unfortunately, it's all taken a little longer than planned, and Louis has to leave soon, so we really are in the endgame now. They start with a heroic combat from Gwahir. I ruined their mega hurl, so they plan to heroic combat to a spot where they can get another, and they do so easily. Radagast then has the same plan from the top of his eagle.
So that's it. So you and I just need to roll 1, 3, 4, 1, 4.
6 dice.
Oh, 6 dice.
It's then Gwahir's second combat, where his hurl can hit 6 warriors and an ogre if he wins the combat. Unluckily for Lou, the poor hurl roll means he'll only hit 5 warriors and will stop just short of the ogre. On top of that, the original target dies, but all of the others survive. Let's see if Radagast performs any better.
Radagast gets 5, and I've got 1 guy who's obviously shielding. Yeah. 4 banner. Oh, no, Radagast. How far do you throw him? You want to hurl, so you want to roll 1 dice, and this is D3. Ooh, 3.
It's a good roll, and the hurl hits the initial target and another 6 more orcs, killing 1 and the original target this time. We move back to the main battlefield, where 2 elves die before the chariot fights a single orc.
Chariot. 6.
5 dice, Leon.
So he's got 1 wound. He's not got it, right. 1, 6, chariot dies.
Yeah.
5 models, that'll be 25%, almost definitely.
My warbat follows it up by taking out the Iron Hills banner, which is passed along before Thranduil kills a captain and a warrior. Dane kills his opponent, but Gandalf fails to kill, and then I kill what I thought was the last elf.
Is that the last elf? You take him off and we'll pan up to Louis.
No,
It's not the last elf.
I'm going home.
I wasn't allowed to go home when I had no dice left.
the stragglers of Thorin's company are up next, and we start with my biggest chance at a kill. Bomber.
6. Oh, 6s.
I've got same fight, Louis, same fight, Louis. 6, roll off, you do it.
Bomber.
What are you going for?
The
4s or 5s?
Hunter Orc. No, Hunter Orc. No.
Violin. 2, banner.
6.
3.
No, defense.
No, it's fine. Defense 6. No. Dory on a troll with the same fight value.
Where's that?
There.
Yeah.
3.
3. Oh, Dory could be going down here. 5.
Don't have enough might or anything.
Thorin's bugging off. Here we go. 5s on black. 1, and then 2 because of the orc. Dory,
Yes.
what's your situation?
Dory.
I'm going to take a moment to appreciate this room.
Dory needs to pass Dory.
Dory failed his fate and is dead. Get back over here.
Dory's dead.
There's the arena. Whoa.
Dory's dead.
Oh, Dory's dead.
Dory is dead. Dory's dead. Nori?
Yep, Nori. Oh, 3 berserkers.
6.
We know what happens to them in the arena. Okay. Reroll 1.
Reroll 1.
Yeah, 1
Yes.
5 plus 2.
Yeah.
No.
Just kill 1.
This is Louis' last combat before he's going to go home. It's Legolas versus a bat. But just before you go, who's going to win?
This is important combat because if Legolas kills the bat, he's then riding a bat
Yes, we did agree that.
into mercenaries up there.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles have swung it massively. I've not seen enough of Ravenhill yet, but they're going to disarm that. I think good.
You think good?
Good are going to take it.
But
I'm leaving it with Aaron Wales. Right, Legolas with.
Okay, the bat. I'll set your target. Bat gets 5.
2 attacks, Lagos.
That's a 1 so far.
It's not a good start, Legolas.
That's 2.
How many might do you want to use?
Oh, great.
-2 defense, 3 is
Oh. No,
2 with 1 wound.
2. It's 4. It's 4s.
No,
It's defense
5 down to 3.
Yeah, and you strike 4.
It's,
So it's 4s.
I didn't know anyone's. Right, goodbye, Lou.
So Louis left us, and his parting gift is this arty shot of Bayon's combat.
Oh, I've got 3.
Do these in pairs and you need 3s.
One
First attack.
1 does.
Kills 1. Next one. Do it all in order.
2 does.
4 dice together now.
3 dead from Bayon.
Yeah.
Well, 2 days on all
With dice to spare.
I win priority for turn 11, and Radagast calls a heroic move on the main battlefield, allowing himself, Gwahir, and 2 other eagles around him to get the charge. With Bolg dead, I'm already limited for might down there, and I let them take their move. I need to kill 11 models to reduce them to 25%. It seems a tall order, and so I focus on where I might be able to grab some victory points. I aim to stop Bard running off the board by closing in on him with my bats. That could deny them a victory point, and if he has the Arkenstone, it'll grant me one. On Ravenhill, Aaron's elected to not use Biffa's free heroic move, as no one can see around the corner, and by moving second, he may be able to get the jump on an unsuspecting goblin that sticks its head out. I put 2 into Bayorn, hoping it'll be enough to slow down his advance and put him off the heroic combat. And then it's their move. They edge a few combats to their advantage, and then Bard continues his run from the bats.
Run from the bats.
Yeah.
3 bats on Bard. But he's not far from the edge of the board.
I'm only going to have a turn or 2 before he's off the board, and the game may well end before then too. Remember, we need one of us to be reduced to 25%, and for Thorin or Azog to be slain for the game to end. The Eagles spread, with half moving onto Ravenhill, charging into the back of the goblins. They even managed to peel one of the goblins off Bayorn. The other half fly over the river toward the main battlefield.
So Tario, I think she's taking a climb test.
Climb test for that, yeah. Oh, she's just down. She's alright, she's not drowning.
She's not drowning.
No,
Okay.
she's trying to climb up, not down.
Okay, cool. Which is lucky.
Tariel fluffs her climb test, and they leave Legolas in place, ready to shoot at the bats around Bard. 2 of them only have 1 wound remaining. Thorin and Killy lead the charge out toward Azog, with Ori and Biffa defending the rear, whilst Oin and Philly join Gloin in taking on the Signal Tower's lieutenants. The combat phase is unlikely to cause too much trouble for Dane and Thranduil, but Gandalf finds himself against a berserker and could also be in possession of the Arkenstone, whilst Dwalin is one-on-one with an ogre and Bomba is very much trapped. Before combat though is a big turn of shooting. I have 2 bats with 1 wound in clear line of sight of Legolas, and 1 with 2 wounds that the chariot takes aim at.
First.
4 shots. What are you going at into these 2 bats?
Yeah, because I don't think we can hit
Because
that.
the angle, yeah. So the ones with 2 wounds.
2
2 hits and defense 4. So pair of 4s, you've dropped a bat. Oh, good. 3 shots to try and drop 2 bats.
3
Hits
hits.
with 2. Oh, not moved.
Not moved.
Is there anything in the way for this one or not?
No.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No,
Not bad.
no, definitely not.
Both. Both dead.
Both dead.
Ah, Legolas has saved
One. God, you're free. Ah, you've been good since you've come on, Legolas.
Gwahir and Radagast both heroic combat, and after just 2 turns of being in play, Radagast is now out of might. I make a big call and use my second to last point on the main battlefield to heroic combat off Bomba. If mine goes off first, I could risk the terror check and charge into Bilbo.
Okay, after a low roll here, Bomba's life depends on it. Low. Bomba, you're going down.
Okay, Bomba.
Captain's gold. Over
Set your target of 5. Take that bomber. Bomber's got some light.
Captain, ogre, hunter, orc.
Oh!
6. So 5s, 6s, 6s. 6.
1. What's that?
Oh, because I needed
What's
6
that?
on there.
Wound.
So you're just taking a wound.
Just taking the wound.
Oh, surrounded. And again, bring the camera back.
No.
Bring the camera back.
So that's 1 wound.
Taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bomber dead.
Bomber's
I don't know how I nearly forgot his trap there. It was a long day, but Bomber's dead and the heroic combat is successful.
What I'm trying to do is get to Bilbo now with my troll. That's the main thing I want to do. But I'm going to be courage 0 for all of it. 7, no, needs 10. The hunter orc. And then my captain.
9.
Will. I'll use my will.
I managed to win combat against Gwahir and stand up my prone warriors. And then for his heroic combat, Radagast wins the fight against a berserker and a regular Gundabad orc.
Radagast 3.
3, and I've got a berserker on 1.
5.
Got no might. I've got my banner. Come on, need a 6 here.
No. Berserker first. Berserker's dead, Dick.
5 plus save. Yes.
And do Berserker again.
Dead.
2 on the Berserker.
2 more. 1 5 plus. And again, come on. Oh.
And then 2 on the other guy.
Take the berserker, friend.
Yeah.
No.
Defense
6, defense 6. You've not done it.
Elsewhere, a few infantry push each other around, but the chariot and Thranduil both make kills.
Dane's gonna fluff. Go on, Dane. 5. And he's got no might. Come on. Banner. 5.
What?
3's with Dane.
Yeah. And now do
Gandalf.
6.
3. Can't win.
Claws. No.
Dwarven here. I'll roll now.
4 dice. 6.
Oh, you win. 3 ones.
3 ones. And then 1 wound.
1 wound.
How many wounds have you got? Oh, so I got 1 wound left, isn't it?
No. Lost track of the kills a little bit. My piles got a bit muddled, but like, just so we know, the dwarves are winning.
Yeah.
The turn ends with the Eagles' combats. The orcs drop like flies, but the goblin mercenaries do their best to survive under very difficult circumstances.
Got Bjorn and an eagle.
You got a singular goblin.
So you've got 3 dice with Bjorn and 3 with the eagle.
The goblin gets 6. He's got a 6. Oh, he's got a 3. Oh, he's got a 6.
Can I see on the enemy? Can I see him?
It's dead.
They barge with an eagle to kill a few more goblins, and in the very last combats of the turn, Gloin and Philly drop a pair of Azog's lieutenants.
So the game has swung. They need to kill 10 more to get me down to 25%. I need to kill 10. Is it 10 each?
Yeah, oh, we've got Bilbo's combat.
Oh, Bilbo's combat. It's approximately 10 each to get you down to 25%, which is not good for me because they're mainly eagles and I'm mainly orcs.
Bilbo on your captain. 4.
Double 1, banner. 3.
Bilbo to kill captain. No.
At this point, I know I won't be winning the game, but just like in the film, Azog is determined to bring down Thorin, to salvage some pride if nothing else. It really is all down to Azog versus Thorin. The chariot mows down 1 orc, but I get lucky with the scenery and it moves to back up Thranduil should anything befall him. Gandalf activates his terror just in case, and Bard moves to within a turn of getting off the board edge. I take what little movement I have and I charge the chariot with 3 warriors, knowing that it's 5 kills for me if I bring it down, and it hasn't charged. And on Ravenhill, Azog charges into Keeley, and the goblin mercenaries start to swarm over the terrain.
And these goblins are going to start swarming over, but they can't actually get into. There's no base load gap, but they're going to
Oh, they're climbing over the
climb over the top. Oh, that's awesome. The captain's climbing up. They're coming down next turn. Okay.
Good to that.
You're trapped here, just sooner.
Sorry?
That eagle's trapped.
What? Are you going to fly down that wall?
Base is too
You're on the top table at the GT.
big. The eagle's trapped.
We think this will be the last or second last turn because Azog and Thorin are about to meet, and I'm definitely going to be down to 25% because I'm going 1-on-1 with the Eagles. So we've got Bayon at the back there. The Eagles have well and truly landed. And
This is an eagle massacre.
Bilbo's fighting my captain, but he's got a lot of support. But if he has got the Arkenstone, that could be risky. But something tells me it's Gandalf. All of a sudden now. Bard going to be gone next turn. Thranduil and Dane are still worth points, but they're loving life.
You could throw Azog here, and then
Stop you getting victory points. Yeah, we could. There's a massive flaw in the scenario. So, any heroics from yourself?
yes.
I'm going to call heroic combat with Beyond.
So Beorn has heroic combated, Thorin has heroic struck, and Ori and Biffa have also heroic combated. He's trying to catapult a fight 10 Thorin into Azog. I use Azog's Master of Battle to declare a free heroic strike, and there's a big combat atop Ravenhill coming very soon. We start the combat phase with Beorn's heroic combat though, and if you're a long-time viewer, you'll know that Leon has previous with the Bears.
4 dice on 1 goblin.
Just
Do you feel like a big man?
Yeah,
Yeah, go on.
I'm finally on the other end now. I'm using them.
Enjoy rolling. So you need to roll 8 1s or 2s and he's alive. No.
Thorin and Ori easily win their heroic combat, and Thorin launches into Azog.
Move him into there.
That's what the people want.
And that'll do. That'll do.
That's what the people want.
And Ori can just stand there, waiting to give everybody his might point back. Then we've got Biffa,
Biffa here, yeah.
who's not going to go two-handed.
4. Oh, could have used my banner, which is still working at the moment. 5.
My banner.
Biffa's out of might. Aaron can't do anything, so he won't be joining the combat with Azog. To win Biffa? No win. Save Thorin and Azog and Kelly for last. Let's whiz through the others.
Now, the last elf warrior does go full Helm's Deep and dies just before the end of the fighting. The chariot's next and only has 1 wound remaining, and is my one chance to reduce them to 25% first.
6.
Unfortunately, that is the end of my hopes of getting them to 25% first, and Azog killing Thorin and ending the battle before Bard escapes are now my only chances of victory points.
1.
Oh, just the one.
So he's dead.
Ideal.
Then move back. Yeah.
It's been good though, the chariot.
Really good. Didn't do Bilbo?
So do Bilbo, I'll be Bilbo, and then you need 1 dice to be minus 4.
6 on the captain.
Yeah. 4.
5.
I won it. 5's on Bilbo.
I think you should have gone for numbers.
If he's got the Arkenstone though.
Okay.
He's not, has he?
Another orc dies, and I'm pretty sure I'm down to 25% now. And in case I wasn't sure, the Eagles are about to make certain. Dane drops an orc, Dwalin drops another, and then the Eagles kill all 9 that they're in combat with on the main battlefield, and we're still not done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9 at the back.
Go away together, I can get them from here.
8.
9. And we've got 1 left that we didn't do. Oh my god.
Plus wounds on the ogre, and then we've got this one over here.
1.
6.
Okay, these dice in.
Yeah. That's
Dead.
Wow.
10. And then there's a goblin in here. We're not done yet.
Hold on.
We're not done yet.
6 again.
6. The Eagles, that was an eagle one, just killed. 1. They wounded a troll. An ogre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think the Eagles just outkilled whatever Louis did for the last 9 hours in one turn.
That was a bit like when I played Callum Slater at the GT with my Uruk-hai.
Oh my god.
Utter carnage. I knew the Eagles would turn the game, but not to this extent. Gloin and Philly both lose combats against lieutenants, but there's only pride on the line for me at this point. It's the big combat. Can Azog bring down Thorin and save me from some embarrassment?
This is quite possibly the last combat of the game. It is now 8:06. We started at 10 a.m. It's Killy and Thorin versus Azog.
Thorin. 10.
10. He's got the 10.
10.
So I need to roll a 3 now with Azog. I've got big problems. 10. Okay. 10. It's gonna. If we roll 6, it's coming down to a roll off. All together. Ready? Go.
6.
3!
Oh no!
I've got my banner. It's not been dismantled yet. I've got my banner. I've got 3 points of might. Okay, banner. 2.
I've used all 3 to tie it.
Because I master battled it, so I've got him using all 3 points of Azog's might. Tie, take it to a roll off. Thorin, you're going down. Oh. You've not got Orcus because Legolas has it, so it's not Elven Blade or anything like that. It's a 1, 2, or 3. I win. 4, 5, 6. You win. Yeah.
Okay.
You. Oh, is it me? Yeah. Roll up.
No, 1, 2, or 3. No.
Bad juju.
Dice.
Bad juju. Oh.
Let the dwarves do it. What's your defense?
It's 6, 7.
6s. So 6s all round.
6s all round. Re-rolling.
Okay. I don't know what might have got.
We've got a wound with Killy, definitely. We've got a 5 with Killy. Aaron's going to inspect his might. 2 5s with Thorin and a 3 with Thorin. Thorin's definitely allowed to reroll the 3, so you can do that straight away.
Yeah, I can reroll the 3 straight away.
No, so that's gone.
So I'm going to use 2 points of might with Thorin to make these 6s.
As Killy got one.
And I'm going to use the point of might with Killy to make that other one.
Oh, 6. It's done!
Which kills Azog.
It's done.
And we had 1 round of combat.
It's it. He had 1 round of combat. He walked down here, climbed down, climbed up, walked back, climbed back, and died.
I'll let you take him off. And that's how the film should have ended. You know what? That roll off goes your way.
Great model. Great model, that.
Yeah.
If the roll off goes my way, should we do it?
So, do your enemies.
Nope. One wound. So it wouldn't be 2 trees if one of our cameras didn't die. If you're wondering where all the shots of Aaron and Leon were from the last 10 minutes, they were on that camera. And so is our post-match analysis. So I'll do a little rundown of that for you now. Dane and Thranduil are both alive and unharmed, giving the forces of good 2 victory points. Bard didn't make it to Lake Town thanks to Azog dying and the flawed scenario design there, so that's 1 point to me. The signal tower is partially disabled, which will give them 1 point rather than 2 for fully disabling it. Azog was killed, giving them 2 more points to make it 5-1. The central battlefield was much more closely contested than we thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The chariot we agreed only counts as 1. 7, and then now my guys. 1.
Oh, 8. There's a guy there.
Oh, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 6. You've got the middle. But they did just edge it, and that makes it 7-1, and they reduced me to 25% first. It's 9-1. And on top of that, I didn't kill the model carrying the Arkenstone. I was convinced it was Bilbo. In fact, it was Gandalf. It's a 10-1 victory to the forces of good. But it was a great game. We absolutely loved it, and we want to know what you'd like us to play next. Yes, we've got lots of little match play scenarios in mind. We haven't got our next mega battle decided yet. We want to know what you'd like to see. That could be the Battle of the Black Gate, Pelennor Fields, the Siege of Minas Tirith, Helm's Deep, or it could be something like the Battle for Eregion in the Rings of Power, or something from the lore like the Battle of Fornost. Any ideas are good. Something completely random like Isengard versus Mordor. If there's enough traction, we'll do it. Right, so we've got 9 inches. I just don't know where the...
Alright, Bracken.
I don't have any names.
I'm filming from this angle. Honestly, it looks like this. Look at my screen. Look. It just looks like this ogre's butt is just hanging out. Look at this ogre's butt. 6 again. The banner's doing it. That's why you need to take out the signal tower. No kills. So I'll reroll ones. No.
Social blast.
Don't do social
blast, don't do that.
Do not social blast that.
Board's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's actually doing a good job. Isn't it?
Ever seen. I'm
Yeah.
not shitting you. It's so good.
Thanks. You come back on camera and say that.
No.
Really wants to argue say this.
I know he's not got the arms.
Dane's got it stopped up his kill.
That was his 6+ fate, so he didn't use his fate.
Oh, you cheating bastard. You cheating bastard. You scum bastard. You scum, you horrible bastard. You horrible.
Pan down to the banner.
You horrible.
It was genuinely so much fun to play this. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you're a true fan. Hopefully you've subscribed. Maybe you're a Patreon. Either way, we've loved playing it and we cannot wait for the next edition. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon on Two Trees Gaming. So I've just given the video one last watch through and realised we've spent the last 2 hours working out who's got the most kills, and because we lost that last camera at the end, I didn't reference it at all. So in last place is Thorin's company, but fair play to Aaron for that one amazing turn where he took out Bolg. The Eagles managed to finish on 33, which I just think is unreal. They just cleared it away like they do in the film. Elves and Lake Town, they were fine. It was mainly Thranduil, and obviously Leon's got the most kills, but ultimately it's not the battle of 4 armies, it's the battle of 5 armies. I got well over 100. I win. Sorry, Leon.